podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Although I am a licensed clinician, I'm also just a person. I love to be able to be in my real life and speak from that point. And that's where this podcast is coming from. So enjoy.
Searching for truth, looking for answers. There must be a way to another day.
Yo.
Hello. Welcome to Convenient Truth. I'm Aaliyah.
And I'm Joe.
And we are back. Usually we do Sundays, but today's Wednesday because not everything has to be on Sunday.
I actually like this, like in the afternoon on a Wednesday. I mean, it's probably better for our watchers and listeners. It's just Sundays, like weekends, people are not online.
Wednesdays are tough for me. The only reason why I think this works now is because my mom's back.
Wayla's back.
But when Wayla's not here, then I have like 10,000 things to do with my kids. So it's like, if anyone knows and has kids, when you run errands with kids, it's like it's never fast. It's like the longest fucking like hour like ever. It's like something that could take 20 minutes now is taking literally an hour and a half.
Really?
Because, are you kidding me?
I think it's just getting out of the house is my tough thing.
No, it's getting out of the house. And then it's like, okay, so now we're going to the car. We're going to the garage. Okay, we're in the garage. She's strapped in. Are you good? Are you sure you don't have to go to the bathroom? I have to go to the bathroom.
Well, that's your fault for not asking first.
I asked several times in the house. Okay. Now we have to take off the seatbelt, take off the jacket, do everything.
In the wintertime too. It's like
right. Bitch. Then she comes back. Now we're off, right? And okay, so now we get to one store. Meanwhile, it's freezing outside. I want to fucking get out the car and go into the store. Why is my kid lollygagging and taking forever to just hop out the fucking car? So I'm patient. I'm like, okay, let's get out the car now, and she's like, oh, look at this thing on the floor. And I'm like, okay. So
meanwhile, also she's not freezing either. She loves freezing. The fucking
It's like
cold.
Kids don't get cold. I don't understand why. I'm freezing. So now I'm like, kind of like have attitude, like, girl, get out the car. Like, that's how I'll talk to her sometimes. Like, girl, get out the car. So she gets out the car and now we're finally in a store. Okay. Now we're in the store. Now she's like, Mommy, can you buy me this? And it's like, no, I'm not going to buy you that right now. We're not here for that. Right. And so then we're going through. And then she has to stop and look at something. And then I get sucked into buying something because this happens all the time.
I don't know. You've set yourself up. Yeah.
Then after that, okay, now we're gone. We're on to the next store. Still, she can't just hop out the car. So to get out the car takes about like 5 minutes. I'm like, why is it taking so long to get out the damn car? Then I would much rather in the winter have her leave her jacket on in the car versus take it off. However, it's a battle that I'm not willing. It's a battle. You got to pick your battles. Okay. It's a battle I'm not willing to go down. Fine. Take your damn jacket off.
That's some shit like she's developed with you. My shit is streamlined now. Because at first it was doing that shit, but not anymore. Basically now I pretend as if like I'm leaving. But I'm not really leaving. In my mind, I'm like, I still got 15 minutes, right? But for her, it's like we're leaving now. So I say,
so you're getting it going.
Get your socks on, get your shoes. Do you have your shoes on? Meanwhile, I'm doing stuff, right? Because I know that she's not ready yet.
No, I do that too with all that stuff.
Okay.
It's not that. It's
well, no.
I
was going to go into the car thing too.
Yeah. It's like the stores and just like get it. Yeah. Like I like to just get out, close the door, go.
No, we got it locked in. So yeah, that whole preparation, she's already gone potty. I don't leave the house until she has every single fucking thing on and she's already gone to the bathroom and then we're out. Right. Then now she's starting to at least attempt to put on the seatbelt by herself. So she gets it all the way to the buckle, but she can't push it in.
She does that.
So then I just turn around and I just buckle it in.
Right.
Plus she likes doing that.
Yes.
But she also does not take her coat off anymore for the most part. She likes to keep it on at least.
No, you're right. She doesn't take it off for the most part. It's
it
the
is
times though where like sometimes she will be like, I just want to take it off. And I'm like, I'm not even going to fight with you. So just take off the damn jacket.
Yeah.
It's just those moments. Like everything is a thing.
Okay,
and then so let's say you go into a store, right? I know that I don't have to use a cart. I don't have to use a cart right now. I'm only here to get like 3 things, right? She's like, well, can we have a cart? And I'm like, no, girl, I don't need a cart, you know? And she's like, but my legs are going to get
Yeah.
tired.
Oh, she
Like,
tries that
so-
with me, but
And then I'm
knows.
like, no, we're not going to get a cart. So we don't get a cart. I grab her and I'm like, let's go, you know? But it's just all these little moments
yeah, it slows you down.
it slows things down, you know?
Well, then the other thing you can do is do like the pre, like when you get to the place in the parking lot, you just sit there, and then you keep the car on. You do something on your phone. Be like, do you take your seatbelt off? Do you have your coat on? Meanwhile, the heater's still on and my butt warmer is on, and I'm just like waiting. I'm just like doing my thing. But if you're like in a rush, yeah, you don't want to be doing that. But
The worst, I would say the absolute worst is when you go into a store.
you gotta just be grateful, really, is what you.
Of course, but you go into you go into a store, right? You're in the store, you got all your stuff, you paid for everything, blah blah. I always ask 3 times.
I gotta go potty.
Do you have to go to the bathroom? No. Okay. Are you sure you don't have to go potty because we're about to get in the car, blah blah? No, I'm fine. Okay. And I'm like, all right, I believe you. I've asked you 3-4 times. I believe you. Now we get to the car. I'm literally, when I tell you that we are buckled in, okay?
Going
Like,
to the next place.
I'm buckled in. She's buckled in. I'm about to reverse. And now it's, I have to go potty. I'm pissed. I'm lit because I'm like, now I have to unbuckle in the winter. I don't mind when it's like summer. I really don't. Summer, I'm like, okay, it's nice outside. Not a big deal. But when it's winter,
A whole other story.
whole other story. I love her to death.
With all the gear too.
All right, love her to death. I was talking to a patient the other day and we were talking about kids, and I'm like, isn't it so crazy? How it's like, it really is. It's like I feel crazy sometimes. And sometimes I literally have to have conversations with myself and ask myself, is it me? Like, am I going crazy? And then I'm like, girl, no, it's not you. It's this little fucking 5-year-old that literally just like thinks that she knows everything, but she knows nothing, you know? But then she's so convincing at the same time, you know? And then I'm like, oh, okay, maybe she's right. And it's like, why am I like, maybe she's right? Like, why am I even? And
Yeah.
they totally
Most
get
of the time,
going.
most of the time, the kid's right. Really, like slow down in life. You don't
For that
really
reason.
need to like.
Yep.
Why are you even?
Slow
what's the
down,
problem?
chill
Why are
out.
you rushing?
Not a big
know?
deal. Right, exactly. You know, it's like, as irritating as those things are, though, I can't live without her.
Right.
You can't
Like that
live
video
without them.
you like that video you sent me this morning, where it's basically they're saying how the moments like in 20 years from now,
Mm.
you're gonna think back and like what are the
Oh, at
moments you're gonna
bedtime.
you're gonna like want to put them to bed, or you're gonna want to like just sit around and you want to hear them talk whatever the hell dumb shit
Yep.
they're saying.
Well,
And,
because again, kids do this too, where it's like, okay, it's time to go to bed. Bedtime, let's say, is at 7:30, but because of oh wait, Mama, remember you said you were gonna give me? It's like, what? Okay, no, it's time to go.
Oh, now
wait,
I have to go. I
now
gotta
I
go
have to
potty.
go potty. Okay. Oh wait. Oh, what? But I was supposed
No.
to get this.
Oh, what about my
toy
water?
earlier.
Can I have some
Oh, my
water?
water. Right. It's like all these things, and now it's like 8 o'clock, and the video was basically just saying like that. In the future, when you're older and they're older, like, you're going to literally just wish that you can just have that moment with them in bed back, you know? So just to enjoy those moments.
So be in the moment and be
so be
grateful
in the
for that
moment and be
moment.
grateful. Now I just kind of like, I'll start to like laugh because she is so funny. Like, it is really funny when she does that. But if I'm tired, I'm really like, girl, I'm not about this right now.
It's in the same level of like what I always say, like, you know, with like people just thinking, imagining if somebody's not going to be here tomorrow, you know, you're grateful for the time that you're with them now. It's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like just future shit or whatever, looking back.
Yeah.
But
I
you
do
got to
that.
catch yourself. I mean, it's hard
No,
because
you
we're
have to
always
catch
like,
yourself.
we're actually, a lot of us are like living in the future. We're like, okay, like especially at bedtime, right? Sometimes we're thinking like, all right, I didn't get shit done today or whatever, and like now
Hurry up and go to bed.
let's go to bed because I got a couple things to do, and then got to take a shower and then
Right.
go to bed,
Right.
and blah 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 blah. So we're like living in the future as opposed to being in that moment there.
Yeah. So the next time I say, I want to lay in bed with her for a little bit, and you tell me no to get out,
Well, you know what you
then
do
I'm
is
gonna be like,
you're-
take Chill.
No.
Relax. This is my time with my
No,
kid.
because what you do is anytime you do some like thing, it's never just like a one-time thing. It's a new process that we add to the nighttime routine. Like it used to just be one book and I think that's how it started. Start off just like one or two books. That was it. Then we incorporated the meditation,
Mhm.
right? And then we
Which that was a good addition.
right. And I was cool with that. Book, meditation, good night. Nope. Then we added in dreams because
was
Aaliyah
having- she
wanted
had
to make sure
nightmares.
that she had good
She
dreams.
had nightmares. And so, like, what can we do to help her to not have nightmares? Let's
Okay.
end it with funny,
Right.
silly dreams.
Right. So then another add-on recently was the kissing of like it's this weird thing. We won't go into detail about it, but it's basically like Soul picks up her arms and Aaliyah kisses underneath her arms or her neck because she loves the smell of her
Armpit.
So
Smell
so
her
and
armpit,
then
I
it's
smell
just
her
this
neck.
funny thing.
What
Just
parent doesn't love the smell of their kid's neck or armpit?
But then that just takes up more time. Then now
they're
the
little.
newest one you're wanting to add in is like, oh, you go now everything is over. We've done everything. Now I want to sit here. You take the dog out. When you come back, then she'll go to bed. I'm like, no, we're leaving the room right now and she's going to bed now. That's going to be another freaking 10, 15 minutes. And then the next day, Soul expected that shit to happen. And we were like, no, I had to cut that shit off. Like, no, done. We got enough fucking things. It takes us this long because we have added so many things on, which most of them are beneficial for sure, but no more. We're
I'm
good.
gonna resent you when we're older. I'm gonna be like, I could have had 5 more minutes.
Dude, you want 5 more minutes? Get in there 5 minutes early then.
I get home from work at the time that she's basically getting ready to go to bed.
That's bullshit. You got 5 minutes to get in there earlier before 7:30 or whatever. You can get in at 7:25. Start the whole process early if you want.
Oh, okay. And then I have to eat, I guess, at 9 o'clock at night, which is not good for my ulcerative colitis, Joe. You know that.
Well, maybe you got to change your work schedule. I don't know. Like, listen, it's your life.
I can't change my work schedule. You know that.
You can.
No.
You can do anything.
I can do anything.
You can do
However,
anything.
the
That's
majority
one of the
of
easiest things.
people, the majority of people need sessions to be out of 3, 4, or 5 because people work, Joe.
I'm just saying.
So
Well, if you want to dedicate one night or something, then I don't know. Whatever.
know
Whatever.
what?
There's ways
know what?
around it.
fuck you. I'm gonna take those 5 minutes with her anyway, and I'm gonna do it once a week. How about that?
The add-on.
I'm gonna add on 5 minutes.
See, the problem is that 5 minutes will come after we've already started the process 20 minutes late. And then by then it's like 8:30. She's supposed to be like basically in bed before 8.
Oh.
Sorry.
So unprofessional.
No. I feel like if it was on
Vibrate.
somebody else's podcast.
Vibrate that.
Vibrate.
And of course it's your sister.
No, she's actually she called me yesterday. She's probably watching right now.
All right. What do you want to get into today?
All right. Well, we went to the Biomed Center in Providence today because that is one of Soul's doctors. It is a holistic facility where they have basically everything. They do the IV injections. They'll do all kinds of different blood panels that you wouldn't get from your normal doctor. They'll do like stool tests. They also have like, the coffee enemas, or basically everything you can think of in one place. And that's one of our daughter's doctors because we have to
We
have a regular doctor, and then we have
a
holistic
balance.
doctor.
We have a balance because although again, I am, open to holistic ways of medicine. I am big on that, and I do believe that they work and that they're amazing. I also, though, respect Western medicine. And I think that a lot of that is just because I was raised that way, for Christ's sakes. My dad's a doctor that's been embedded in me since I was little. It's Western medicine. So now that I'm older and I've been able to see things differently, I'm starting to kind of create more of a balance. I don't feel totally comfortable really letting go of the Western side and jumping 100% into this side. So our daughter has literally 2 different doctors. She's got the naturopath and the holistic, and then she's got the Western. My ideal would be the functional medicine doctor.
Well, we had the ideal doctor down in Miami.
That would be the ideal because
She was a
then the
functional medicine doctor
doctors combine
and-
both.
And a clinical regular doctor. Yeah.
Right. So I like the combination of both, which are usually functional medicine. I don't really want one or the other. I want both to be
Functional
together.
is basically a hybrid, yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it I think is just understanding of the human body and education and knowing how things work, which you lack that, right? Of just like understanding, like, how does the body fight off a cold? You think you just suppress it with medication and then it just goes away, but the
I
body's
don't-
actually like
I
needs to
don't-
sweat and
I
create a
don't think
temperature
that.
and break your fever.
Let me correct you. I don't think that. I do understand how the body actually fights off fevers and all of that. However, I also do not want to watch my kid or watch anybody be in pain and suffer because they feel like crap because the fever's this or that. And so that part gets it. And then
Right.
I'm like, okay, well, like, let's just like alleviate some of this so that it's not so like miserable, like so that's where I come from. I understand that the body can, fights it. I understand all that. I just don't like to see my child miserable.
Right. But what you've seen though in probably the past year that there was like, actually, I mean, she's literally like the healthiest kid in the whole state. Like the doctor was asking if she had stayed home from school at all since the last time we saw her, and we haven't seen this doctor in over a year. It was last January. And I was like,
No,
she hasn't missed the day. She
she
doesn't,
doesn't miss school.
like, every single kid in that school have gotten sick 30 times over.
No,
And
yeah.
she doesn't get sick. So thank God for that.
Actually, yeah, and I'm telling you guys, for whoever's listening to this, if you guys have kids and you want like a good cocktail of like vitamins or whatever, let us know. Hit us up, and then we'll
Yes.
like send you the pictures of what we have.
We'll
we
let you
have
know. It's only a few things.
we have literally sent this and given this to like our friends who've asked because our friends notice that our daughter like never gets sick, and they're like, "What the fuck?" So we've sent it to them. They've started using it. It really is like that I will say, Soul's immune system is like,
It's the liposomal vitamin C, which is like fat soluble vitamin C. Our buddy David put us onto that, and we take that every day religiously.
it's
all of
amazing. I
us.
swear by it.
And it's like a game changer. And then there's the vitamin D with the K2,
Mhm.
and then
There's
probiotics.
there's a detox spray for the gut.
Yes, and I had some conversations about that today. There's nothing wrong with it, but if your body, especially for kids, right? If you don't have a lot of heavy metals, if a kid is not eating like a shitload of like processed foods and whatever, then it's still going to try to pull something out, and it'll start pulling minerals out of like bones, like calcium and stuff. So you don't want that to happen. But we don't give her that too often. If we do like a heavy metal detox, it's like maybe once a year, and I only do like a couple sprays, maybe a couple times a week for like a few weeks, not like every single day. It's heavy metal detox is more for older people, or
Me.
people in your
People
30s,
who we've been
40s,
consuming
you've been
a
doing it
lot
for,
of shit
for a
over-
long
over
time.
the time. Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely do it at least, as you get older too. And if you have not been eating super healthy, then once you get into your late 30s, you should start doing it like once a year. If worst case, once every other year, but do like a real one. And all you need is a zeolite. It's a thing you can get online, and it's only like $20 or $30. So yeah, anyways, where were we going with that?
Well, you were going into the biomed center.
Oh yeah, because because I wanted to go and do a whole assessment with them, and I did one in Miami with a functional medicine doctor, and I got this like full panel. I got the stool test, the blood test, all this stuff. And this will be a similar thing because that was probably about 5 years ago. But this place is more holistic and they do some different things. So I kind of just wanted to go over these things that they do. So with the assessment, you're looking at this BIA, which is a bio impedance analysis, measures body composition, fluid content, and water distribution on a cellular level, both intercellular and extracellular, and provides insight into tissue health and toxicity. So basically, it's determining whether you are properly hydrated, your cells are properly hydrated or not on the inside and the outside. So cells around your organs and stuff like that, right? That would be internal, and your skin obviously would be on the external. And then they do some sort of like, oh, I guess this this is the one. They do this therm, they call it therm, but it's called ThermaGem. So once you do that other test, then they take the information from that cellular test and then they put you through this light healing thing. Hold on, I'll just read it.
I feel like this is confusing. Can we just go through the assessments that they do one by one and just explain them, just so that people understand
Okay,
just all
fine.
that they can get and what they are? So,
Come on, you read it.
so there's this.
But read the
whole
starred
body-
ones. The starred ones are the ones that I'm
But
going to
this seems cool.
Okay.
So under the assessment that you can get at this biomed center or any, I guess, naturopath holistic place that you go to, is this whole body regulation thermometry, which is a tool that detects circulation patterns on 119 different points on the body at baseline and during stress, and identifies areas of vulnerability or dysregulation. That sounds interesting. The bioimpedance analysis you went over, heart rate variability.
That she
So
said was very important.
That's the EC. So it's an ECG recording of a canine heart that illustrates beat to beat variability in R to R interval and heart rate. Heart rate variability is the physiological phenomenon of variation in the time interval between heartbeats. It's measured by the variation in the beat to beat interval. What's this canine heart thing that they're talking about?
So she explained it to me, and I'm probably gonna ruin it. But
Botch it.
basically, the ability for your heart to regulate, like depending on like if you're in cold temperature or in hot temperature. So this is the thing. What they do is they'll measure your your heart variability, but they'll put you in this room and they'll lower the temperature and they'll raise it, and they measure how fast your heart
Mm,
got what is it, like normalized to that change.
okay.
And apparently that can determine your health. So if it's not adjusting fast enough,
Mhm.
that means it's like your body is out of whack somewhere. So then they start following where why, at what point is that happening.
Interesting. Okay. Then we have this Zyto Elite, I hope I pronounced it right, is an assessment and therapeutic process that reads vibrational frequencies and biocommunication of organs, body function, and response. It aids in individualizing treatment protocols, thus saving you time and money in your care plan. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we need to get more information on that.
On that, yeah, that's
like these are kind of just like quick general
exercise with oxygen therapy. The fuck is that? Involves 15 minutes of gentle exercise while breathing concentrated oxygen. It's used to enhance healing and tissue function and to reduce vascular congestion, brain fog, fatigue, and muscle pain. It saturates your brain and other tissues with oxygen, restores blood flow to your cells, eliminates metabolic waste from the tissue, and improves immune system response. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a shitload of stuff here. So I didn't want, that's what I'm saying. I was going to go through the ones that I was going to do that she thought were good for me, but then
Man, they have
obviously send you to the website
so
and you
many.
can,
They have so many things. Got it. Okay.
yeah. But this one, read that one.
TheraGem is a device that utilizes light to promote relaxation and healing. It incorporates color, gemstones, infrared, and gentle pulsed electromagnetic frequencies to calm the nervous system while targeting specific chakras organs and meridians to relieve pain and lower inflammation. Amazing. I feel like that could be used with Reiki.
I mean, everything is good with Reiki.
No, I know, but I mean, like, especially this one, because Reiki is basically someone's hands and their energy,
Right.
right? Is kind of like, changing or shifting
Or
the energy flowing through our chakras, right?
sound bed.
An inner soul tranquility liquid sound table. This is a full body vibration therapy
That sounds
through the medium of a warm, water filled mattress, which creates an opportunity for deep relaxation and meditation. Water transmits soothing sound and vibrations that massage the cells of your body to reduce stress and pain. It speaks through the language of your body, which is 60% water. Sold. I mean, I'm just doing that for just I'm
That's
just
just,
I'm
for
just getting
fun.
relaxed, right? That's for just shits and giggles. Like I just want to go do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I like this type of medicine, but she was actually explaining to me how they're really busy right now, but it's a lot of people that are coming in there that are already at a point where they've tried all these other
They've tried to-
things.
yeah, like Western medicine.
Yeah,
stuff.
and they're totally fucked. And that's when they end up coming in here. When in
Right.
fact, you should get your kids in there or start really early when you are healthy. That way they teach you how to maintain that health throughout your life as you get older. That it's a shame that people are waiting until the last minute to go to something like this instead of like looking at this first and then trying all these surgeries and all this other stuff. I mean,
It's a shame, but it makes sense to me. It's not like society is like, it's not like society is really hyping up, right? The holistic naturopath realm.
not yet.
Not yet, right? So, all anybody really knows a lot of, right? Like just for the average person in
Talk to the
society
doctor. They're gonna give you
is
surgery.
go to the doctor, So, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand. Well, I guess I understand. Like the pharmaceutical industry at a deep level has infiltrated many people's minds and culture in general, and to a level that we don't even see it. We don't even see it anymore. We just think everything's like normal. But really normal should be you understand your body. You know what's happening inside your body, how you feel, how you should feel, and how things are making you feel that you're ingesting. Like we're so desensitized to all that and we just eat whatever the fuck we want because if we do get sick, well, then we just go see the doctor, right?
Or we'll take whatever medicine, although
Yep.
there's like 10,000 side effects, one of them being like brain aneurysms or death, right? But again, we'll read those and be like, well, I mean,
Probably won't happen to
fingers
me.
crossed,
Probably
right?
won't happen to me.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
fingers crossed, or they said it was rare, it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I'll just do it anyway,
Somebody's getting it though.
right.
So anyways, I'm not going to go on too big of a rant with this, but you know how I feel about all this stuff. It's just, when you're in your like late 30s, going into your 40s, like now's the time to really start understanding your body and taking care of yourself, because you're really gonna, like, when you're 60, 70, you're gonna look back and be like, thank God that I started taking care of myself 20 years ago, as opposed to looking back and being like, I wish I did something 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where I feel like, there's a lot of people out there now that are in their 60s and 70s and they're like ready to die. They're like, well, I'm 72 and
72 is early.
I
to me in
know,
my
right?
mind. 72 is young still, I feel like.
Dude, my dad's 70. He's gonna be 79 this year.
So that to me now is like,
now you're pushing,
okay,
right?
now
But
you're up,
but what I'm
you're
saying
up
is,
there.
when my dad was 72, he was literally he told me this. He had planned in his mind. He's like, I'm probably not even gonna make it to 75. Now he's fucking gonna be 79, right? Not to say that he's the most healthiest person, but I mean, what I'm saying is, like, if he just took care of himself earlier, because it's getting, he's got things, but I mean, his doctor probably says, oh, you're good, and he says, I'm good, even though he's overweight.
But
and
clearly, in some way, shape, or form, he's good enough to last
He's
until fucking
alive.
79, 80, you know? Like, I mean,
I think there's a difference between being alive and like being as healthy as possible and being alive, because you can live a different lifestyle.
right. But again, people don't see it that way. They see it as like, well, my grandfather lived until 89 and he ate McDonald's all the time, like, and then there's
Right.
cases like that. And you're like, well, I mean,
Right. But then you go back, if you go to McDonald's, the McDonald's he was eating is different than the McDonald's we're eating now. The oils that they used, there was that beef tallow that RFK was talking about. That's what they used to fry the fries and everything with, and all the meats were actually meats, and now it's like plastic. So it's a whole different ball game, and that's why I always like when I talk to you about this like nostalgic food thing that you got going on. Sometimes it's like, yeah, it wasn't that good for us back then, but it was basically just like maybe some extra sugar and sodium or something like that. Now it's like chemicals you don't even know what the fuck they're doing to your body, poisons, dyes, freaking anything you can think of.
I always feel like too, like, I don't know why I don't really do this that often, but when I do, it always ends up being the same thing. Like, yes, I am nostalgic around food. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that, again, like, I don't eat anything that I really did before that I used to quote unquote love.
So you can't compare
so
yourself to before,
for
though.
me, there's a part of my brain that's like remembers those things the way that they were, right? Like,
Right.
because that's the last I had them was like, what, 9 years ago, 8 years ago. So my brain is still holding on to, oh man, that fucking cheeseburger with a nice medium rare burger and like mayonnaise.
Well, even
and,
when you
like,
were eating it
ketchup
9 years
and blah,
ago,
blah,
it was
blah,
not
and
good
all
for you.
this stuff. No, but it was delicious, is what I'm saying. See, the brain holds on to that. The brain holds on to
But
the memory of
but
that.
even when you were eating it 9 years ago, you were thinking the same thing, and it was coming from a nostalgic thought prior to that.
Well, I mean, at that point, though, that's all I knew. It wasn't even nostalgia. That was just my default. I was
That
just
was just
eating
like,
burgers and stuff because that's what I
right.
have always eaten. But now my brain has held on to the memory of it, and the memory of it is nothing but amazingness because it's delicious, right?
Yeah.
So then when I try and get something like close to it today, like for example, yesterday I got that fucking.
Ugh.
So I found this like I'm like in Stop and Shop. I'm like walking down the aisle and I see in this like international Asian section this like frozen cheeseburger, but it was made with like rice paper on the outside. And then like the inside was like this plant-based meat and then cheese and then onions and cauliflower and all this stuff. And it was like a better version of a cheeseburger. So I was like, that looks delicious. Like,
yeah, see, you're impulsive like that.
Man, that looks so good. Gluten-free. Okay, I'll check it out, right? Then I make it last night since Joe ate the rest of my damn pasta. So I make it last night because there was nothing else to eat. As I'm eating it, it's just like oil, grease, like all this stuff. I couldn't even finish it. And then in that moment, I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Because that's not, it's just
you could have just had a
gross.
turkey sandwich.
I could have just had like eggs and
Right.
just would have been perfectly fine,
Right.
like something else. Like, but I do that every now and then. The other day, and I'm doing it even more now because it's my menstrual cycle time coming up. So now my brain is like, everything I need to eat, right? And then when I went to that fucking bakery and those croissants were just all fluffy and fresh made.
Has that started kicking in yet?
No, that won't kick it until like, actually my stomach did on my walk this morning. Whew, I was walking and it got to a point where I had to breathe through the pain because it was so bad.
Ugh.
And then I was like, oh my God, it used to get so bad that I used to have to go to the hospital. That's how bad it used to get, And
What
thank
is
God
that? Is it
doesn't
like
get that bad anymore.
inflammation in your intestines? So like the poop, the food can't get through, and it's like rubbing, like squeezing.
The pain, I'm assuming, is because it's not that, because right now I'm still able to pass a bowel. So that's not but I'm pretty sure that the oils and the grease and all that stuff that went into my intestines, right? For someone who has inflammation, ulcerative colitis, it's not the best. So it felt just like a stabbing pain, like in my intestines.
Yeah. Also, anything in a box that's like frozen
Ugh.
for dinner is always going to be overloaded in sodium. Just remember that,
Oh, I know.
right? Because that's like the preservative, basically. Yeah, like now, like the new goal is like when you're eating healthy, is if you have those nostalgic, well, this is me, right? If I have those nostalgic feelings, like every once in a while, I do want a fucking nice ass burger, right? So I'll find the place or I'll make my own with like the 100% grass fed beef, like that place in what was it? Organic Bites in Miami, right?
I was just thinking about
They
so
had
many
this
places in Miami.
Tostones burger. So it doesn't have the bread. It's
Mm.
toast. It's between two Tostones, and it's this big, fat, juicy, grass-fed hamburger, and it's got like the tomato and lettuce and whatever. Then it's amazing. It's even better than that
No, it's better than a
nostalgic.
regular one. Yeah. Also, what was that
What?
place? There was this plant-based spot, another plant-based spot in Wynwood, where we would get the cheeseburgers, the plant-based cheeseburger. Remember when I was pregnant and I'd be like, oh, I just want like just a nice cheeseburger. And in Wynwood, we found a plant-based spot that actually makes plant-based cheeseburgers. So
Ugh.
everything was plant-based. But when we ate it, it was like we were eating a real cheeseburger. It was amazing. We were like, holy shit, this is delicious.
It wasn't that Impossible Burger because we didn't eat that. The
No,
other
no,
one,
no.
there was another burger that we used to eat, but those are any kind of plant-based burgers that's actually not good for
It
you.
was so good though. The burger and stuff. That was like the closest I think I've come to like a burger. Again, that was really good.
So now we just like try to recreate all of like the classics in a
It's
healthy
hard.
way, but it's like sometimes it's doable and sometimes it's not, but sometimes it ends up being good, but like just not in that nostalgic way, just something
Different.
that's like really good and different,
Yeah.
But also we both hate cooking, so that's a problem too.
Which is a bummer because when we first met, I feel like you said that you did cook, and then I was like, cool, because I don't. And then I thought that I was gonna be in a relationship with someone who just cooked all the time, which is what's happening now. But now you're getting lazy with it.
You know why? Because our daughter is like not wanting to eat shit. So then I'm just like, fuck this. I'm not doing shit. Nobody's eating. I'm going to eat this apple and go to bed. Fuck
Starve
you all.
everyone.
Yeah. Well, it's just too much. I'm just tired by that point. And then you got to deal with like literally making 3 fucking meals every goddamn night.
Why do you have to make 3 meals?
Because the first one, not happy with. Second one, not really. Don't like that. Oh, okay.
What are you gonna make
And
tonight?
then sometimes it's 2 meals, right? But then it's like I have to make some special shit for her. So then I'm making another meal for my fucking self. And then I don't know.
What are you making tonight?
I have
You didn't even take anything out.
idea. I did. This is what I'm saying. I don't fucking know. I don't.
But-
Why is the pressure always on me?
Because
Let's go back to the fucking list.
I work and I don't get home until like
You don't work today?
Yes, I do. I have group and a session
Okay.
after.
Well, you know what you could do then? You can put some food out and say, thaw this, and then, give me a recipe. I don't know. And then,
But you know I
have-
don't cook. I've already told you that from the day that I met you.
Okay, so what happens when you say you don't cook and then I say I don't cook?
But that's not really what happened. You told me
No.
that you were like, I don't like to cook, but I'll cook. That's what you said.
When it was
So-
me and
so
you,
you lied to
yeah,
me.
hold on.
And you made me
No, no.
believe that I
When-
was going to be in a relationship with
We've-
someone else who understood that I didn't cook and was going to just
No,
cook.
we've added another monkey wrench into the mix, which is our daughter. So like before, it was like, okay, I'll cook because I'm just cooking, and there's no like time constraints of like has to be done this time because she has to go to bed at this time and she has to take a bath or whatever, and
I
then
see
you
what
get
you're
home at this
saying.
time and blah blah blah. It used to just be like,
Yeah, you
okay,
were so relaxed
Aaliyah
about
will
it before.
Aaliyah will be home at like, I don't know, 7. So just start around 6, just hang out. Like there's no stress in between.
No, it was
I'm
so
just like
nice.
sitting there, maybe go on my phone or read something or whatever in between. But now it's like it's this whole like
But it
man, so
doesn't.
it's a robot
But it
cooking.
doesn't have to be. The only reason why it's like that is because you're allowing yourself to fall into that.
Okay, so what happens when you've done this? Don't act like you haven't done this.
Mm.
You don't do it every day. I do it every day, right?
You don't do it every day, please.
but you've
you
done-
do it 3 days a week.
You've
Let's be
done
clear.
this. Oh, wow. So you cook 4 days a week? Get the fuck out of here.
No, I don't cook 4 days a week, but you only actually cook 3 days a week. And actually, let's be
So
honest.
who cooks the other days?
We don't. It's either like we like are getting something ordered, or we went out to eat, or something like that. Like that's how we supplement it. We go out to eat a lot.
Yeah, we got to stop that. But anyways, so it's no, it doesn't. Yeah, I guess it doesn't have to be like that. But
No, it doesn't.
well, listen, if we had a kid that was, this is why I want to just make something, and if she doesn't eat it, I don't give a fuck. Because then I might be able to be more relaxed. I just be like, well, here's that. You don't want that? See you later.
Or I think you're so crazy because of the time. Like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. Da, 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 da. Why don't you just be like, okay, like, I mean, I've literally given her a bath before at 7:10, the quickest fucking bath in the whole wide world, and she still will get in bed by at least 7:30, and we start. So it's like, why? Like, I feel like you
Well,
put pressure on
no.
it because of the time. Where
Well,
it's like, let's.
It's not good to eat like freaking a half hour before you go to bed. That's for sure. Right.
Okay.
So, and then she's not hungry at fucking 4:30. She's hungry at like 5:30, you know, or 5 o'clock. So I start making dinner around like 5, and then we eat around 5:30 or whatever. But then sometimes it's a process, you know. Sometimes she's not happy with it. So it's like this whole thing. And
Have
I'm
you
like,
looked into how much a private chef is?
dude, I don't even give a fuck, really. If you're a private chef out there, give us a call.
I
'cause,
wonder
we're
how
hired.
much they are, because it's like,
Even somebody that would come in and just like make our meals for the week or something, like once a week. Oh my god.
private
But even that would
chef,
could be thrown out the window too.
Rhode Island. Let's see.
Oh my god. It's gonna be $1 zillion.
Let's see how much.
You're still using Google.
Yeah.
You could just ask ChatGPT, what is the average cost of a
Rent one of our 120 private
I'll just go
chefs
ahead
for a
and do it.
unique dining experience. You choose the menu and the cleanup is included. What? Hold up. Oh, wow. Private
Let's
chef
look
in
at it.
Rhode Island. So you can rent one, and then they'll give you a quote in 20 minutes. Oh, this actually might be a game changer if this isn't that crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
Let's see. You choose the menu. Start. Let's start it. A single experience to always remember, ideal for holidays or several meals, multiple services. Okay. What's the occasion? Nothing. We just don't cook.
All right.
Other.
Average cost is $300 to $800 a week, not including the groceries. Private chef for one dinner, 75 to 200. Full-time private chef, 120 grand a year.
120
or 60 to 120 grand a year.
Okay.
Yeah. What's this?
Let me see. Actually, let's do this. Okay.
Personalized meal prep, 300 to 600 per week plus groceries. God damn.
Let's see.
Hourly rate for a private chef is between $50 and $150 per hour. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Here we go. I got the quotes. Oh wait, no. It says, "What's your budget for this experience?" I mean, they don't. They give me budgets that start in the thousands. I don't even have a budget that starts in the hundreds
Yo, you know it's
per
expensive.
person. Hold up. Hold up.
But
You're
how
telling
much
me-
is that for a week or 2 weeks or a month?
Yeah, it's for like a week, but a $1,291 to $1,485 per person. Per person.
Yo, I don't know what the fuck website that is. When they're asking you for your budget, that means that's some expensive ass shit.
Each meal starts at like $108 per person.
Yeah, I already read off all the shit.
I don't know. Maybe we could figure something out.
No. No, we can't.
Well,
So yeah. So anyway, and also yes, she's got to start eating. Soul has to start eating different stuff too. So that's gonna be fun.
Oh, that's right. You told me something actually really interesting about when you went to this the biomed center. You had mentioned that I guess that there's this like thing with blood type in terms of like
Oh, yeah.
different foods, different types of
Oh,
foods
that's fun to look up. yeah.
either working with the blood type that you are or not. And so apparently if you're like O positive, or just like oh she said did she say O positive or just O? Like what'd she say?
I wasn't sure of her blood type at first, so I said I think it might be like O, and she was like, well, if it is O, then O in particular does not do well with
Lots of carbs.
lots of carbs, which a lot of kids, most kids eat a lot of
Most
carbs,
kids
right?
do. But if you're
some
like a
kids
O
can-
blood type, O positive or O negative, then that's something to kind of look into in your own diet of like, do you consume lots of carbs? And if you do, you know, how has your body been affected by it? And it might simply just be because your blood type is not supposed to have that type of food, which I found to be really interesting because Western medicine doctors don't talk about that. Um, but I'm sure that that actually plays a big part. And I found that really cool.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna put this up on the screen.
Type O, the hunter. Oh,
So this, we can go through this real quick if you want. So this, I just asked ChatGPT like what types of foods are good with what types of bloods, right? So type O, high protein diet. Best foods: lean meats, beef, lamb, turkey, fish, salmon.
oh well, that's a
Vegetable.
hard one for me because I am O,
Let's say
but
type
I don't eat red meat. I don't eat any
right.
meats.
Maybe you should try getting back on it.
I do eat salmon. That's about it.
It says avoid dairy, grains, especially wheat and corn.
That has worked wonderful for me.
Legumins.
Legumes,
Oh.
legumes, yeah.
That's like potatoes. What is that?
They're like beans,
Oh.
little beans.
Oh.
It's like bigger fat bean things.
Yeah, paleo or keto diet.
Yeah, and
With
that's
low sugar,
basically
yeah.
so that's exactly what basically I have going on. But I don't eat meat.
And you don't eat spinach or kale or fruits.
I eat
or-
fruits.
You do?
Or well, I mean, I eat
Apple and
apples every
banana.
single day. And
Oh.
then
Yeah, maybe you should
I
try
eat
incorporating.
grapes,
Like, I would like to put some lamb in our diet for sure.
I'm not a lamb fan.
Mm.
It tastes like weird. There's like a weird taste to lamb.
I don't know my blood.
And I do love broccoli. I eat broccoli.
All right, so where they don't have what the fuck?
That's because your mom didn't know. Next one is A.
Yeah, but where's like O positive?
That's why I think she just said if you're O. So it doesn't really matter whether it's
Oh.
positive or negative then.
The idea that certain foods would suggest that blood type A, B.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No, that's what they're saying. So
Oh.
if it type O, type A, type B, type AB.
So then type A is more plant-based diet: vegetables,
Interesting.
broccoli, quinoa, brown rice, berries, apples, cherries. Avoid red meats. That's probably me. Dairy and processed foods. Works well with vegetarian and Mediterranean.
Why don't you ask your mom?
I should. I probably could have just got mine done. She pricked my finger today because I had to do mine first to show Soul that it was okay.
Oh wow.
And I should have just done mine. All right, type B, balanced omnivore. Best foods: lean meats, lamb, turkey, venison, dairy, yogurt, eggs, cheese, grain, rice, vegetables, green, sweet potatoes. Avoid chicken, corn, wheat, and lentils. Interesting. Works well with flexitarian and Mediterranean diet.
Mediterranean diet's good.
Type AB is a mixed diet. Best foods: seafood, salmon, tuna, sardines, dairy, yogurt, leafy greens, and nuts. Avoid red meats, corn, and kidney beans. Works well with a mix of vegetarian and pescatarian.
Pescatarian, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. If you know your
Interesting.
blood type, you should probably look it up. Go to ChatGPT, type in your blood type, and type in what are like some of like the best foods for you to eat. and you know, that could change. Maybe if you're bloaty or
Right, that
whatever,
could change a
you know,
lot.
I could probably help you out. So I need to find out my blood type and
That is so cool that it's like I'm doing, because prior to me doing what it says for type O, beside, plus having the ulcerative colitis, my body was like in a state of shock and just like death every day.
but you don't avoid the dairy either.
Well, let's be clear. Do I avoid dairy? Yes, because there's no dairy in this house. We don't buy dairy. So do I eat dairy on a daily basis? No. But if we go out, or if I'm, like at someone else's house, and they made a meal and it has dairy in it, but it's gluten free, then yeah, every once in a while I'll like tap into it. But that's not a daily thing that I eat dairy.
I wonder if I'm O or A. Imagine if I was B and we're eating chicken all the time.
OMG. Watch.
That could be.
That could be literally it.
Imagine
Because
that.
all we eat is chicken, basically.
I'm not even gonna ask my mom. She don't fucking know.
Your mom does not know. However, I was shocked that she.
You know,
came
I
at you
do.
with
I
all
knew.
those pictures.
I got to look on my my thing. I do know it. It's on that test thing that I did in Miami.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, though.
So interesting. Okay.
So that's.
Well, I
that's
loved
that.
being informed about this. See, I'm open. I'm open about the holistic stuff. I thought that was really interesting about the blood types.
You know, I actually did mention to the doctor today that like that's really what it is for you, as far as like you don't want to. It's the emotional part of like watching somebody go through the process of them working through a sickness. You know, whether it's the fever, whether it's
Yeah.
the coughing or whatever. But fever, by the way, is something that is important. That's your body gets this fever because it's trying to burn off and kill the virus or bacteria or whatever the fuck is in your body, right? So you want your body to just have that fever for, obviously you don't want it for an extended period of time. If it like keeps going, then like you could, you have to go to the hospital or something. But
And then you need a doctor.
then maybe, yes. But if you suppress your body's natural like need to like heat up and kill off this disease by like taking these medicines that lower your fever, you're actually like lowering your immune system, your body's ability to fight off the disease itself. So that's what we've been doing as a culture for a long time. We're just like, oh, you got a fever? Take this Tylenol, it'll reduce the fever. Well, that's the last thing you're supposed to fucking do. So these are some of the things that I know a lot of you probably don't want to hear anything about RFK Jr. these days, but these are things that he's talking about. And he's like, listen, I'm just questioning what we've been doing all this time, because clearly there's a fucking epidemic in like disease in America. So let's get to the bottom of it. Let's just question all the shit that we've been doing. Not to say some of it might be right, some of it might be wrong, but let's really find out, because something like that fever thing, like I just told you about, is fact. It's a fact.
No.
Otherwise, your body would not create a fever if you had a virus.
Yes. I mean, again, I understand that. And you're right. For me, it's more of I just also struggle with patience with stuff. So for me, I'm like, this is going to take so fucking long. And now I have to basically just watch my kid fucking suffer. I'm not doing that shit. That shit drives me nuts.
Well,
and then
that's your problem.
And then I have guilt. I feel guilt because I'm like, I could give you something that will make you feel less shitty.
Yep. And then you're just going to get sick all the fucking time after that, because you're suppressing whatever you're suppressing in that moment of sickness stays in your body. And it comes out in different ways. It tries to express itself differently.
Listen,
down the line.
We're just lucky at this point that Soul does not get sick a lot. Not knock on wood,
because of this.
When she rarely does, I think those are the moments that the arguing starts.
Yeah. Well, that was the last time it happened. That was like a year ago. She had that fever and we went to this doctor. The doctor said, you have to break the fever, let it go. But we did it, right? And within one day, then she was feeling better.
It was like 2 days. Let's not be,
all right, let's just say 2 days, but I know it was less than that. But within like 2 days, 48 hours, she was better and she hasn't gotten sick since.
I will say that is true. But it was just,
But otherwise, if we did suppress it, she would have gotten sick a million times. You want to just get sick like freaking 30 times a year,
her
or
friends
just
get sick literally like it's like every week. Like she can't. We can't have play dates half the damn
because
time.
of the suppression? Everybody's like, oh, lower the fever. No, let it fucking ride, and then your kid will never get sick again. For the most part, yeah.
For the most part.
Anyways,
Okay, well, let's wrap up. I hope everyone has a good rest of their week. I am excited because we are taking our vacation next week and we are heading back to our motherland of Florida.
yep. So Sunday we're gonna do another podcast before we go, but then the following Sunday we're gonna come back, and my skin is gonna be
We'll
black.
be tanned. I will be dark,
I
darker
am
than I
so
am now.
white. I feel like Michael Jackson. right
All
now.
I want to do is consume the sun and the vitamin D, and I
Oh my
want to
God.
get black. Like I want to get dark.
I think that's the reason why I've been kind of feeling.
You look pale as fuck.
I
right
know.
now.
I look sick.
You do look sick. You look
Well, I
like
am
a
sick, but-
ghost.
yeah. But yeah, I need sun.
Man.
I need sun desperately. So that's what we're doing.
I guess I'm
Uh,
like pale for my color, but like that's what. See, this is why I have to wear makeup or some kind of like bronzer or something in the winter out here. Because if I don't, I take this off, I look like I'm death. Like I'm like, literally look like death.
I look like a ghost. Anyways,
All right, everyone, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
see you later.
Bye.